The United States seem to have issued an arrest order for Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the leader of Burkina Faso. Will they have the audacity for such an enterprise? But here's the real question, will Africa allow it? I'm Sal Peer, and this is VlogND, where global headlines meet hard questions. The diplomatic firestorm erupted after U.S. General Michael Langley, head of AFRICOM, questioned Burkina Faso's foreign policy, specifically its growing ties with Russia and China. In a U.S. Senate hearing earlier this month, Langley claimed these alliances could be harming Burkinabe citizens and implied that the country's leadership may be benefiting personally from foreign deals involving gold reserves. Burkina Faso didn't take the criticism lightly. In a sharp rebuke, its Ministry of Foreign Affairs condemned the remarks as politically biased and insulting, and more importantly, as a violation of the country's sovereignty. A shout out to our subscribers. Thank you. To our non-subscribers or first-time viewers, your support is as valuable. If you can take a second to hit the subscribe button, that will be fantastic. Captain Traoré, who rose to power in 2022 and famously refused his presidential salary, has positioned himself as a nationalist reformer. Under his leadership, Burkina Faso has redirected foreign policy away from France, its former colonial ruler, and embraced what it calls strategic independence. The government is investing in domestic industries, education, and healthcare, all funded by local initiatives like the Salary Contribution Fund. But Washington isn't the only voice in this global tug-of-war. China and Russia have both extended support to Burkina Faso, with China focusing on infrastructure and Russia offering security cooperation. This reflects a broader trend across the Sahel, where countries like Mali and Niger have also expelled Western forces and sought alternative alliances. Domestically, Burkina Faso is attempting to build resilience from the ground up. From processing tomatoes locally instead of shipping them abroad to constructing hospitals and laboratory facilities, the shift is tangible. Perhaps the most radical innovation. The Volunteers for the Defense of the Homeland, everyday citizens trained and armed to protect their own villages from terrorist threats, in a move away from reliance on foreign military forces. But can this model succeed? And more urgently, does any nation, even the United States, have the authority to challenge another country's chosen partnerships? The U.S. has framed its concerns around corruption and human rights. But critics argue that Western powers have historically supported authoritarian regimes when it suited their interests. For many in Burkina Faso, Washington's words feel less like concern and more like a power play. And it's not just rhetoric. The arrest order for Captain Traoré marks an escalation, a bold move that many across Africa view as a test of the continent's autonomy. Will the African Union stand behind one of its own? Or will it bend under international pressure? In the streets of Ouagadougou, support for Traoré runs deep. Public rallies, youth movements, and civil society leaders all echo the same sentiment: let Burkina Faso decide its future. Today, one thing is clear. What started as a diplomatic spat is quickly becoming a global flashpoint. The story of Burkina Faso is now a story about sovereignty, respect, and the reshaping of power in the 21st century. For VlogND, I'm Sal Peer. Stay informed, stay curious, and most of all, stay free. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share our videos. We appreciate your support so much.